Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and all of yours. This is Casual Dad here with a special Christmas Day episode called Smokin' with Dad. Lauren got me an amazing new smoker for Christmas, so we're going to go ahead and walk through the preparation of a smoked chicken, and then at the end I will show you the completed smoked brisket that we're having for Christmas dinner tonight. Stay tuned for a very exciting episode. Okay, Casual Dad here. Today we are going to be doing just a quick smoked chicken. So Lauren got me a smoker for Christmas, and this is going to be the first piece of meat we do in the smoker. And we're going to start with a little chicken, and then later on for Christmas Day, we're going to do a brisket for Christmas Day. So a couple of things. Sorry, just grabbing these. What I've done here is actually to split the chicken in half. I use these shears right here. These are just poultry shears, and just cut it right up the back. That's going to let the smoke flavor really kind of penetrate because we've got more surface area. Next thing I'm going to do is just dry the chicken. We'll just dab it with a paper towel. You've seen this with the chicken before in previous episodes. We're just going to dab it real dry. There we go. All right. Great. And now we're just going to go ahead and season it up. So a couple things I got. I just went to Barbecues Galore, and I got this John Henry's East Texas chicken tickler rub. And then we've got about a half cup of hickory chips here. So hickory will give it a little bit of a stronger flavor. So we're just going to open up our... Probably should have done this before I shot. So we're going to open this up. Take that off. There we go. Now all I'm going to do is put this on there, pat it down, and put it on both sides. There we go. I would say generously apply this. And then just use your hands to rub it all in. And then all we're going to do is flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Again, I'm just doing like the middle of my hand. And this will get it right into that meat. And this will really help infuse the flavor. All right, there we go. I'm going to just kind of rub it in there. All right, that's it. We're going to let this sit for a couple hours while I wait for the smoker to get ready. And then we'll put it in 30 to 45 minutes per pound. This is about a 2-pound chicken. So we'll do it for somewhere around an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We'll check it. But ultimately, you want an internal temperature of 165, 170 for chicken. I wanted to show you one thing that I did. I got a wireless meat thermometer here. You can see this is the probe. This just goes into the meat. This is a little transmitter that sits next to or on top of the smoker. And then we've got a little receiver, and this will sit inside the house and show me the temperature, the internal temperature of the chicken, so I know when to take it off. So we're going to pop this in. Okay, so we are at the smoker. Show you a couple things real quick. This is a master-built electric smoker. We've got electronic controls on top. That just helps it to stay consistent. Here is our transmitter. That's going to go upstairs. Here's our, over here we've got our thermostat. And I've already dropped the probe. You can see it right there. And I'll just put that into the chicken once I slide the chicken in. Okay, so let's get to it. Super simple. Show you the inside. There's 4 racks. This will hold up to 88 pounds of meat. And then down here we've got a water tray that I've put water in. And then you can see the smoke boxes underneath it. And all we're going to do is put the chicken on that second rack. I've got it right here. chickens here. We're going to slide this bad boy onto this rack. Nice and flat. Just do that with it. Okay. And then I'm going to take the probe. Make sure I have that nice and flat on here. There we go. And then we'll take this probe. So we're going to turn this one on now. So the first thing I do is turn on the receiver. Okay, that's on. If you can see this, I'm not sure you can. It's just set for chicken, and we have an internal temperature set for 170 on there. Then we turn on our thermostat, and that comes on, and it'll start to in a second. It'll read the internal temperature right now, 64 degrees. I'm going to set that right back here. I don't really want it on top of this. Just seems like that might melt something on there. So we've got it paired up. It says 64 degrees here. It's real nice. This can just sit up in the kitchen and then give me a beep when it's ready to go. Next, we're going to close this. And we just go ahead and latch it. We'll go ahead and power on. We're going to take our chips. I'm just soaking them in some water in this cup right here. And we'll take our... Again, you guys might have seen this earlier. This is just our little chip holder. And this just goes into the side over here. There's a hole right there, and then all we do is pop that in. Give it a twist, and it's now in there. All right, so now we're just going to wait. You can probably see we've got that set for 3 hours. It's 102 degrees right now, and that'll just start building its way up to 250 and then settle in there. And we'll close this a little bit, our damper, and that's that. Okay, so here's the finished product. I pulled it out. This is a smaller bird. It took about 2 hours. I pulled it out at 172 degrees for an internal temperature, and we'll let it rest for 20 minutes, and then we'll cut this thing up and eat it. So here is the finished product on King's Hawaiian buns, which, to be totally honest, are probably the best barbecue bun in the world. We did it in just a little bit of Everett Jones barbecue sauce, and now I am going to dive in and eat these little sliders. As promised, I will now show you the Christmas brisket that I did. It was in the smoker for 12 to 13 hours, brought it up to 195, 196 internal temperature. I used a whole market cut brisket with the fat on, and it turned out amazing. Okay, everyone, here is the finished brisket, still steaming. We cooked this in the smoker for about 13 hours, brought it to about 196 internal temperature, and then I let it rest for a couple hours, wrapped in plastic wrap and tin foil. You can see maybe that it's still smoking. We're going to go ahead and cut into this baby and see what it looks like. Okay, so we just cut into this bad boy. You can see just a little bit of smoke ring there, not too much. Don't want it smoked over flour, it's over flavor. It's got a real nice bark on it. I left some of the fat on in order to keep it juicy, so we'll just cut some of that off before we serve it up. Now we are ready for Christmas dinner. Okay, Christmas dinner here. We got King's Hawaiian rolls. We've got our smoked brisket here. See that? There we go. And then we've got scalloped potatoes. This is good eating for a festival day.